1450 FM 99.3 KNSI. Welcome back to Taking You Home with VoigtJohnson Real Estate. You can hear the show every Thursday morning at 7:23, Saturdays as well at 7:50 here on KNSI. Remember now, start your home search at VoigtJohnson.com. Heidi Voigt, good morning.
Good morning.
Is it too early for me to say Happy Thanksgiving?
I don't think so. I think we're in the month, right?
That is exactly right. And the month of November, pretty darn important. We've got all sorts of things going on, but I think, yes, Thanksgiving, but let's not forget about November 11, right?
Yeah, Veterans Day. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know that we want to talk a lot about those things, but let's start with the fact that, boy, Thanksgiving, do we have a lot of things to be grateful and thankful for?
We sure do. I mean, I don't think any of us have not seen the statistics that are out there that, if you tucked your child into a warm bed, you are wealthier than most people in the world.
Right.
So I think in the United States and, central Minnesota specifically, we've got a lot to be thankful for.
We really do. And we've talked about this in the past, that a community is made up of all of the people that live there, call the place home, right? And we have some certain members of our community that I think deserve recognition almost every single day.
Well, absolutely, and we do have a program where we try to convey our gratitude to a sector of people that serve our community and our country. The program is called Homes for Heroes, and it's a program that was started after 9/11 by two real estate agents in the state of Minnesota, and it became a nationwide program. Initially, this program was for first responders, firefighters, police officers, and EMTs, and the program grew, and we also serve teachers, veterans, nurses, and it's through a rebating program. So basically, like a lower commission when people list their home, and actual cash back after a buyer closes a home, and it's a way that our agency has embraced saying thank you in a monetized way to these people. So
the Homes for Heroes program, right? That's what it's called.
Yep.
Okay. Any idea how many people you have touched?
I would say it's hundreds.
Yeah.
As a group, we have surpassed this year $2 million of rebates that we have conveyed over to people who have participated in that program, and that's since 2014. The average rebate, I think, is around $2,000, but whatever the rebate might be, it does come directly from our agents' commission, so it is a sacrifice for their sacrifice, basically.
I talk with the mayor of St. Cloud, Dave Kleiss, particularly on days like Veterans Day, Memorial Day, what have you. And he said, if you just stop and think about the small number of people who step up to the plate that say, yes, I will do this for my country.
For sure, and what we have found, or I've found very specifically, is when I'm going in to meet people, and maybe they're not people that I've met or they've been referred to our agency, and so you go in and quite possibly a married couple, he or she may have served in the National Guard or the Army or the Marines. They may have had combat experience, not combat experience, but these same people are also the ones that employ themselves in those other civic service orientated jobs, like firefighters, like EMTs, and police officers. They choose a life of service, and they lead a different life in general. I mean, we're not necessarily 9-to-5 people, but these definitely are not 9-to-5ers.
Well, you and I were talking off the air about the fact that you've had people that you've been working out real estate deals with, right? That are sitting there in the SWAT truck, whatever.
Yeah, no, and right away you go, well, my life is definitely different than yours, but they still need somebody to step up and work for them in the same manner that anybody would, and I think that's kind of the message that I wanted to convey today, is that there are people out there that we honor for their service, but we also create a flexibility in how we do things to match what their circumstances is. For example, you have like an ER nurse that works nights, and they've done a 12-hour shift, and they have to look at homes at 8 to 9 a.m. because
Right.
that's actually right before they're going to be going to bed. I mean, it's a different life. It's not a 9 to 5, and we have to kind of coax our circumstance in their transactions around that.
Heidi, what about female veterans? Because I know, through my work with St. Cloud VA and Barry Venable out there, that female veterans sometimes don't want to, step up to the plate and go, yeah, I'm a veteran, but,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I think these gals really deserve those pats on the back.
Well, yeah, no, and there's times where, like I said, like some of these people do both, and I have a female veteran that I'm working with right now that is a Purple Heart recipient, and I knew that she had served. I forgot that piece of it. She reminded me when we were just doing some conversations.
Right.
But she also works in a teaching capacity. So some of those people that, when we look at our program and they qualify on several different levels, and they also marry people or, choose life
Yep.
partners for people
You bet.
that are also that way. So you'll go into a home and you'll say, oh, well, you qualify because, you served in Vietnam, and then you find out that the wife was a teacher
Right.
for 35 years, and you just know that they're those kind of people.
Well, what do you imagine life must be like to lose your spouse while they are deployed for 5, 6, 7 months, a year, second tour, whatever, to have that half of you gone for that long?
Well, yeah, there's a void, and we're actually, as a family, anticipating that. My brother-in-law is going to be deploying next year, and it's his second deployment, and it's a long year, and I have nieces and nephews that are affected by that, and my sister has a good community of people around her, involved in St. Cloud hockey, and all these people kind of step up and they realize that, but that is a big deal.
You bet.
So.
In the Homes for Heroes program, alive and well at VoigtJohnson Real Estate. Veterans, you don't have to be a veteran if you want to work with the folks over at VoigtJohnson Real Estate, but if you are a veteran, I think you found a place that's going to take really, really good care of you. What's the best way to do that, Heidi?
Well, you can reach out to us on our office line, 320-774-2400, or VoigtJohnson.com has a whole menu of awesome agents that are looking forward to working with you.
I got to tell you, I think it is so cool what you guys do.
Thank you. I
You
appreciate
bet.
it.
Very, very. And is there a more deserving group out there? No, I don't think so.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Bet. VoigtJohnson Real Estate, folks. This is taking you home, and you can hear the program every Thursday morning, 7:23. Saturdays again at 7:50. Start your home search at VoigtJohnson.com. AM 1450, FM 99.3, KNSI.